Alright, welcome back everybody. So third time's the charm. Tried recording this twice in a row, didn't work out too well. So, haven't done a Guan Yu build yet. Been looking through my playlist looking for another build to do. And Guan Yu. So you can see already this is indeed a support Guan Yu build. I've seen more support Guan Yu builds compared to damage builds. And hopefully my frames won't drop too much for some strange reason. So jumping into the items real quickly. As far as actives, mainly more so for conquest. You're going to start with the rank 1 Wrath of, or Hand of Gods rather, and then eventually get Wrath of Gods. But when you first start off, you're going to get Hand of Gods, rank 1, and then Eye of Providence, rank 1. And then you may or may not want, but I really recommend getting the starter item called Watcher's Gift. This allows you to kind of let your hunter in your dual lane to get those, all the minions and whatnot, but you get the last hit bonus yourself, so you don't have to worry about clearing waves that much. Also grants you good HP 5 and MP 5 for more sustain, and health always helps. And then I pick up a couple potions, and then I'm on my way. Then after that, you may want to keep Watcher's Gift till mid to late game, really up to you and how the match is going and the pace of it. But as far as boots, I don't really get Midas boots for warriors as a support. It's up to you. It's personal preference. If you do get Midas boots, it does grant you that the upper leverage of having more gold compared to somebody with just warriors heavy. Of course, you can argue if you have warriors heavy and you're aggressive player, you get kills and whatnot. Yeah, you're going to be ahead, but it's personal preference. But I would go with the warriors heavy. Now, of course, if this isn't conquest, active wise, you may or may not want purification beads. It could help quite a bit, especially as being a tank. Charging in with either your 2 or your ulti, or just run up in there old school way. And then you're going to need some type of way out. Purification beads may be something you want. Besides that, I would recommend either Weakening Curse if you're fighting high HP 5 gods or just healing gods, and more so a Fielding Curse, because this is more of the case of fighting assassins, hunters with high attack speed, so that's going to slow them down. So you can't do this while you're in your ulti form, as I don't think so. Let's try it actually, if I can. No, I can't. I can't try it. Can't do it. Yeah, actives don't sell. Oh well. So yeah, that's that. Now on to the rest of the items. Warrior Tabby, and then Sovereignty is typically the second item for supports as a meta, mainly because it offers both physical and magical protection. It doesn't say it directly, but if you look at the aura, it grants magical and physical protection of all allies of 70 units, increased by 20. This also includes you. So you do get 20 extra physical protection on top of the 65, and then also granting you the magical plus 20. So you're not too bad, but your magical protection is going to be a little bit low. So you follow up with Borg of Hope. Now kind of also depends if you're fighting healers and whatnot. Pestilence is definitely the way to go, by decreasing their regeneration and heals overall by 20% as an aura effect. Really nice. Pretty cheap item, so you may want to go with that. As your fourth item, excuse me, Runic Shield. It kind of depends. If you get Shield of Regrowth, it works really well with the combination of Stone and Gaia, granting you a high HP 5. So high HP 5 already, on top of the passive of Shield of Regrowth, your HP 5 is going to be insane after you get hit by an ability. So if you're not going to get that, then get the Runic Shield. But also plus 30 protection after an ability, so it's really personal preferences for that as well. But what's cool is they both grant you physical power, so you still have some power to you. As our fifth item, Void Shield. I kind of wish Void Blade was still around, but it's not anymore. But this works just as well, especially with the passive, because of our ulti. Go into an ulti form and just like there we go. So you charge in and you have this debuff on all your enemies with the Void Shield, granting them less physical protection. So overall, your team fights is gonna you know, you're going to have an advantage with these debuffs on the enemies. And then finally, Sono Gaia for the high magical protection. Of course, if you're fighting less magical gods and more physical gods, adjust accordingly by getting rather... you could get Mail of Renewal. It's not too much of a used item, but it works really well in team fights. But for the most case, you may want to go with one of these, or the cheap route, get Runeforge Hammer. It's a really cool item, high physical protection, and the passive grants you more of the bruisery status, and health is always nice to have. So that is that. That is all for the items. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of damage. So we have 3,100 health. That's quite a bit of health. Not as much if Goblin of Thebes was still around. You would have a lot of health. So damage not too bad. Of course, this is jungle mobs. Yeah, not too bad at all. Heals, of course we can't see because we're not injured. I've totally forgot about that. But our physical power, of course, this was with the red buff, 96. As far as defense-wise, 211 physical defense, really high, and 258 magical defense, pretty good. So overall, we have a really tanky character here. And then with our self-heals, it just allows for more sustain. So, as you can see, our HP 5 is ridiculous, plus 60. So we have a lot of sustain to us on top of our heals. So once again, we do my ulti just so you can see that the special horse with the skin, black and purple, really nice. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. Don't want to make it too long because it'll take quite a while for it to upload. So leave any suggestions of gods you want to see for builds.